First at 11, the race for governor and the 5 leading Democrat candidates side by side tonight in their final debate before the primary. No Democrat has held Florida's governor's office since 1999.
These candidates each tried to change that. Former Miami Beach Mayor Philip Levine, former Congresswoman Gwen Graham, Tallahassee Mayor Andrew Gillum, entrepreneur Chris King, and businessman Jeff Green. Only one will move on in less than 4 weeks. CBS 4's Carrie Codd covering tonight's debate. He's live in Palm Beach Gardens. Carrie.
That's right. The challenge for these candidates was to try to differentiate themselves from one another. There were some interesting moments tonight, and through a myriad of topics, they did try to convince voters to vote for them in the primary later this month so that they can move on and face the Republican challenger in the fall. There was mostly similarity among the 5 major Democratic candidates vying to be Florida's next governor, like on the NRA and school safety.
What the NRA and Marion Hammer have done to our state is shameful.
We do not want to arm our teachers with weapons. We want to arm them with bigger paychecks.
I have found a public safety statute, a Florida statute, that allows the governor, whoever she is, to issue an executive order banning the sale of military-style assault weapons. I'm going to sign that order.
And on wages.
I have fully supported a $15 minimum wage in this state.
We've got to raise the minimum wage. I'm going to fight for 15.
When I'm governor, I will fight to make sure that we will have top 5 schools in the country, and I promise you the good-paying jobs will be coming to Florida.
The candidates agreed that stand your ground should be repealed. Education spending needs to increase, and more needs to be done on school safety. They agreed they wouldn't raise taxes on working Floridians. They also tried to one-up each other on who would be better at taking on President Trump.
And I said exactly what I felt. I will be scared to death to have Donald Trump as my president. And let me tell you something, it couldn't be worse.
But we have to stand up to a guy who we obviously all have a lot of problems with.
I am the only candidate on this stage who has actually called for the impeachment of Donald Trump.
There were some testy moments, like when Chris King attacked Gwen Graham over the company her family runs being involved in a proposed mega mall in northwest Miami-Dade near the Everglades. She said she's removed herself from the operations of her family's company. After the debate, each candidate appeared in the spin room to try and seal the deal with voters.
And I believe that Florida is looking for a solution to bring us together and show the country that we can come together.
If you want to clean up the environment, fix our schools, provide health care for every Floridian, vote for Jeff Green.
Running against Donald Trump alone will not be enough. We have to give our voters a reason to turn out and vote for something, not just against.
What makes me different is my willingness to show the type of courage that this state is begging for in our politics.
This election, it's about taking care and caring about Floridians again, and I'm committed to doing that.
There were some other moments from the debate, like when former Miami Beach Mayor Philip Levine mentioned creating an education security administration akin to the TSA that would protect schools. You can read about that and some other moments at cbsmiami.com. This was the last formal debate for these candidates. Now they will continue campaigning, hope to win at the end of the month, and then face off with either Republican candidate Adam Putnam or Ron DeSantis in the fall. Live in Palm Beach Gardens, Carrie Codd, CBS 4 News Tonight.